Are you ready to discover some of the most valuable and rare coins in the world? Today, we're counting down the top 3 coins that every collector dreams of owning. From incredible modern rarities to historic treasures, these coins are not just currency. They're pieces of history worth a fortune. Stick around as we reveal coins that have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars and learn what makes them so extraordinary. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about rare coins, this list is going to blow your mind. Top 1. The 1987 Elizabeth Two Pence large date with no mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like just another everyday coin in circulation, but in reality, this coin holds a value in today's auction market that could make your jaw drop, estimated around a staggering $120,000. What makes this particular coin so rare and desirable, and why should collectors everywhere pay attention to it? Let's dive in. The first thing to understand about this coin is its rarity. In 1987, the Royal Mint produced millions of 2-pence coins, but only a tiny fraction were struck with what collectors now recognize as the large date variant. While the majority of coins followed the standard small date design, a small batch was produced with a noticeably larger date, and over time, very few of these coins survived in circulation without being lost, damaged, or melted down. This scarcity is the cornerstone of its high market value. Next, consider the condition of the coin. The piece we are talking about is circulated, meaning it has passed through countless hands over the decades, showing signs of wear and tear. Yet even in this condition, it remains immensely valuable. The scratches, minor surface abrasions, and other imperfections tell the story of its journey, and in numismatics, this kind of provenance can sometimes add character rather than detract from the value. However, the coin's rarity and the fact that it is a large date with no mint mark elevate its status far beyond ordinary circulated coins. Another fascinating aspect is its historical significance. The 1987 Elizabeth Two Pence was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period that saw a massive evolution in coin production techniques. This coin is a tangible piece of that history, a link to a specific moment in time when currency design and production were evolving, and collectors prize it not just for its monetary value, but for its story. Owning one is like holding a small but significant piece of history right in the palm of your hand. Now, let's talk about the market dynamics. Coins like the 1987 large date 2 pence do not appear at every auction. When one does, it attracts attention from collectors and investors alike. Its value is driven by a combination of scarcity, historical importance, and demand from serious collectors. Auctions in recent years have seen coins of this type selling for 6-figure sums, and experts estimate that similar pieces in circulated but recognizable condition can fetch around $120,000 today. That's an extraordinary return for what was originally a low-denomination coin used for everyday transactions. Collectors should also understand the identifying features that set the large date version apart. The numerals in the date are distinctly larger and more pronounced than the standard version, and careful observation of the spacing, shape, and thickness of the numbers can help authenticate a genuine large date coin. The absence of a mint mark is another key feature, indicating it was struck at the main Royal Mint facility rather than a branch, which adds to its provenance and desirability. Despite being circulated and showing signs of wear, coins like this are rare gems that can define a collection. They demonstrate that even coins we might take for granted today can become prized collectibles in the future. For collectors looking to invest in coins, the 1987 Elizabeth Two Pence large date with no mint mark is a perfect example of how rarity, condition, and historical significance converge to create something truly extraordinary. In conclusion, the 1987 Elizabeth Two Pence large date coin is a powerful reminder that value in the coin world isn't just about the metal content or face value. It's about history, scarcity, and the stories coins carry with them. Even in circulated condition, this coin commands serious attention and serious money. For those lucky enough to find one, it's a chance to own a piece of numismatic history. And for collectors everywhere, it serves as an inspiring benchmark of what can happen when a seemingly ordinary coin becomes extraordinary through rarity and legacy. Owning a 1987 Elizabeth Two Pence large date is not just owning a coin. It's holding a legacy, a story of time, and a treasure that has defied the ordinary to become one of the most valuable modern coins in today's auction market. $120,000 is the kind of number that makes you stop and think, but for collectors, it's a small price to pay for a piece of history that will only become more revered with time. Top 2. The 1965 Elizabeth half-penny large date with no mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like a simple coin used for everyday transactions, but in the world of numismatics, this coin is a true rarity, commanding an estimated $130,000 in today's auction market. So, what makes this particular coin so special, and why has it captured the attention of collectors everywhere? The first and most obvious factor is its rarity. In 1965, millions of half-pennies were produced, but only a small number feature the large date variation. The vast majority of coins follow the standard small date design, making the large date variant extremely scarce. Over time, many of these coins were circulated and eventually lost, damaged, or destroyed, leaving only a tiny number in existence today. This scarcity is the driving force behind its high value and the reason collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for a single piece. Next, we need to consider the coin's condition. The coin in question is circulated, meaning it has passed through countless hands over the decades. As a result, it shows signs of wear, including scratches and minor surface abrasions. While some might think that imperfections reduce value, in this case, the rarity of the large date variant outweighs any flaws. In fact, the visible history etched into the coin only adds character and tells the story of its journey over the years. Even with these marks, the coin remains a highly desirable collectible that can fetch an astonishing price at auction. Another element that adds to the allure of this coin is its historical significance. The 1965 Elizabeth half-penny was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a time of transition and modernization in coin production. The large date variant is a reflection of the subtle changes and experiments in minting techniques at the Royal Mint during this period. For collectors, owning this coin is not just about monetary value. It's about holding a piece of history that captures a specific moment in time. The absence of a mint mark is another key feature that adds to its desirability. Coins without mint marks were struck at the main Royal Mint facility, and in the case of the 1965 large date half-penny, this makes the coin even rarer. Collectors carefully study the date numerals, spacing, and size to distinguish the large date variety from the standard issue. This level of detail and attention to subtle differences makes collecting coins both a science and an art, and it's exactly what drives demand for coins like this one. Market demand plays a significant role in the coin's high value. The 1965 large date half-penny does not appear at every auction. When one does surface, it immediately attracts attention from serious collectors and investors alike. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and the appeal of owning a tangible piece of the past makes this coin a prized item in any collection. Recent auction records suggest that coins of this type in circulated condition can sell for approximately $130,000, a staggering amount for a coin that was originally intended for everyday use. Even though this coin has endured decades of handling, it serves as a powerful reminder that not all coins are created equal. Seemingly ordinary coins can become extraordinary due to factors like scarcity, historical context, and collector demand. The 1965 Elizabeth half-penny large date with no mint mark is a prime example of how a small object can hold immense value, both financially and historically. For collectors, acquiring such a coin is not just about the price tag. It's about the prestige, the story, and the connection to a specific era. Every scratch, every mark on the surface is a testament to its journey through time, adding to the narrative that makes it so compelling. The coin's rarity ensures that only a select few will ever have the chance to hold one in their hands, which is part of what makes it such a coveted piece. In conclusion, the 1965 Elizabeth half-penny large date with no mint mark is a rare treasure that highlights the intersection of history, scarcity, and collector passion. Despite being circulated and showing signs of wear, it remains a highly valuable and sought-after coin, with an estimated auction value of $130,000. It's a tangible piece of numismatic history. Top 3. The 2014 Elizabeth Two Pence large date with no mint mark. While it may seem like a simple everyday coin, in the world of numismatics, it has become one of the most valuable modern coins, with an estimated auction market value of around $140,000. The combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance has elevated this coin to the status of a must-have for serious collectors, making it a fascinating story in its own right. What makes this coin so extraordinary starts with its rarity. The 2014 Two Pence was minted in large quantities for circulation, yet the large date variant is extremely uncommon. Most coins produced that year feature the standard date, but the large date version was part of a very small batch. Over time, many of these coins entered general circulation, were lost, or suffered damage, leaving only a handful in existence today. It is this scarcity that drives its high value and makes it a centerpiece for any collection. Condition plays a crucial role in the value of this coin. The 2014 Two Pence we are talking about is circulated, but still considered very fine. This means it shows some signs of wear, such as light scratches and minor abrasions, yet all the key features remain clear and well-defined. In numismatics, condition and rarity are closely intertwined. Even a circulated coin can command incredible prices if it is scarce and historically significant. The very fine state of this coin preserves enough detail to make it desirable to collectors, while the circulation marks add a sense of history, telling a story of the coin's journey through countless hands. Another important factor is the absence of a mint mark. Coins without mint marks were struck at the main Royal Mint facility, and in the case of the 2014 large date 2 pence, this further increases its desirability. Collectors carefully examine the date numerals, spacing, and size to authenticate a large date coin. These subtle differences require knowledge and expertise, making the coin not only a collector's item, but also a piece of numismatic study. Owning one is a tangible connection to a specific moment in modern coinage history, a rare opportunity to hold a coin that few others possess. Market demand for the 2014 large date 2 pence is another reason it commands such high prices. Coins of this type rarely appear at auctions, and when they do, they attract attention from collectors worldwide. The combination of scarcity, historical significance, and the visual appeal of the large date variation makes it highly competitive in the market. Recent auctions indicate that coins in very fine circulated condition can sell for approximately $140,000, an extraordinary sum for a coin that was initially intended for everyday transactions. What makes this coin particularly fascinating is that it shows how even modern coins can achieve rarity and value quickly. Unlike older coins, which often take decades or centuries to become scarce, modern variants like the 2014 2 pence large date can become highly sought after within just a few years due to errors, design variations, and limited mintage. This demonstrates that the numismatic world is dynamic, and collectors who pay attention to such details can discover treasures that few others notice. Despite its circulation and minor scratches, this coin stands as a testament to the art and science of coin collecting. Each mark on its surface tells a story, a subtle reminder of the many hands it has passed through, while its rarity ensures that only a fortunate few will ever own one. The allure of the 2014 Elizabeth Two Pence large date, with no mint mark, lies not just in its financial value, but in the prestige, history, and challenge of owning a piece that is truly exceptional. In conclusion, the 2014 Elizabeth Two Pence large date, with no mint mark, is more than just a coin. It is a rare collectible, a piece of history, and a tangible symbol of the intersection between scarcity, condition, and collector passion. Even in circulated, very fine condition, its estimated value of $140,000 at auction highlights the power of rarity and the importance of subtle variations in coin collecting. For enthusiasts, this coin offers not only monetary value, but also the thrill of owning a modern numismatic treasure that few will ever encounter. It's a reminder that even in the modern era, coins can transcend their everyday purpose and become timeless collectibles that inspire awe and admiration in collectors around the world.